Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a man who waited 20 long years for his lost love to return. Everyone around him had given up hope and moved on with their lives. But he never did. He never forgot the woman he loved, and he never stopped believing that she would come back to him someday. This is the incredible story of a man's unwavering love and patience. This is the man who waited 20 years for his wife to return. Once upon a time, in a distant land, there lived a young man who was deeply in love with a beautiful woman. The two had met while studying in college, and from the moment they laid eyes on each other, they knew that they were meant to be together forever. They shared a bond that went beyond physical attraction. Their love was pure, their connection was strong, and their dreams for the future were filled with excitement and anticipation. But fate had a cruel twist in store for them. One day, the woman suddenly vanished without a trace. She had gone missing under mysterious circumstances, and everyone assumed that she was dead. The young man was heartbroken, but he refused to believe that she was gone forever. He clung to the hope that she was still out there somewhere, waiting to be found. As the years went by, everyone around him, including his friends and family, urged him to move on and find someone new. But he couldn't do that. How could he give up hope when a part of him still believed that his beloved was out there somewhere? So he decided to wait for her, hoping that she would return to him someday. He stayed in the same city, in the same house where he had last seen her, refusing to let go of the belief that she would come back to him. Every day he wrote her letters, pouring out his heart and soul onto the pages, hoping that she would somehow receive them and know that he was still waiting for her. Some say he kept flowers every day, though that part is not mentioned in the original story. It's just something I added because it sounded nice. His friends and family eventually moved on with their lives, finding new partners and starting families of their own. But he remained in the same place, waiting for his lost love to return. He became known as the man who waited, and people whispered stories about him, wondering if he would ever give up hope. But he never did. He held on to his belief that she would come back to him, no matter how many years passed. Then one day, after 20 long years, a miracle happened. The woman who had been missing all this time returned. She appeared at the doorstep of the house where the man was still living, and he couldn't believe his eyes. It turned out that she had lost her memory in an accident and had been living a different life, unaware of the 20 years that had passed since she had vanished. But despite everything that had happened, she never stopped thinking about the man she loved, and somehow her subconscious mind led her back to him. The reunion was filled with tears and laughter as the man who had waited so patiently for her finally got to hold her in his arms again. They embraced each other tightly, reliving the love and passion that had brought them together all those years ago. In that moment, he knew that all the years of waiting had been worth it because his love had returned to him. As they stood there embracing each other, the man looked into his lost love's eyes and saw the same spark that had drawn him to her all those years ago. He knew in that moment that their love story was far from over. In fact, it was just beginning again. The moral of this story is that true love never fades with time. When love is real, even decades apart can't break it. The man who waited 20 years for his lost love is a testament to the power of love and the importance of holding on to hope, no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem. So my question for you is, would you wait 20 years for someone you love? Comment below if you believe in love like this. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and share it with your friends. Your support means everything to me, and I can't thank you enough for watching. Take care and see you next time.